just first of all, I guess what Coach Smart was asking about you the other day, he described you as being a lunch pail guy. Did you hear about that comment?
I didn't hear about that.
And what does when you hear that, what does that kind of come to your mind?
Honestly, I didn't hear about it, but 'cause I don't really pay attention to the news. I kind of just stick to my regular routine,
Sure.
just stick to myself. But I'm sure that was pretty a funny comment though that he made.
You like that? You think you're?
I thought it was pretty
like
funny. Yeah, I'll definitely laugh. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. If I would have read it, I would probably laugh at it, but I didn't see it. But I think that's pretty funny that he thinks that.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think we've had you in a post-practice interview since you've been here yet.
I've had one, but I haven't been in many. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, clearly that means whenever they do that, you've got a leadership role on the team. I assume you're on the leadership committee and that kind of stuff. What's it feel like? This spring seems like you've been here a long time now. Does it feel that way for you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it feels good. I like to be considered as a leader. I've been working hard this whole spring, trying to work my way up from the threes to the ones. I still consider myself as a three, but I'm right now with the ones. But I like to consider myself. I just like to work hard every day and just give it all I have.
Can you talk about when you show up from high school? I mean, nobody anticipates still fighting out of their three position when they're a senior, but I mean, not everybody goes on the field right away.
Right.
Different timelines for different people. What is that battle today? Is it different than the vision you had when you signed out of high school?
Well, I mean, it's definitely a transition from coming from high school to the SEC for sure. I mean, it's a big transition for sure. But I mean, personally, you just got to work hard every day, come in with the right attitude, and just work hard.
Justin, why do you think you're with the ones if that's with coaches that you out there?
Well, personally, I feel like I'm just working hard. Nothing against the other guys. Everybody's working hard, trying to get to that starting role. But personally, I just been trying to give extra effort, stay in the playbook, know my plays, and just give it all I have.
Your redshirt freshman year, I think you played 9 games. In your sophomore year, you played 4. Last year, you just played 1 game.
Mm-hmm.
How did you just stick it out? I mean, a lot of guys seeing their playing time decrease like that would maybe start having second thoughts. I don't know. So what was going through your mind?
Well, I mean, in my head for sure. I mean, I was doubtful. I mean, last year I wasn't playing. I mean, I wanted to play for sure, but I didn't get the chance to, and so I kind of had that little drought where I was like, all right, is this for me? So I just focused on school. But I mean, this year I've gotten more close to God, and He's helped me a lot in getting into the Word. With my dad actually too, as well as sitting a personal Bible verse every day, trying to stay positive, and that's actually helped me a lot from transitioning from last year, not playing, to this year, to trying to play some more.
What happened last year? Is that something you can talk about? Just getting in 1 game last year?
Well, I mean, it was honestly on me. I mean, I felt like I could have gave more effort. I could have done things better. Personally, it's nothing against the coaches. I could have done personally on my part, but I just had to make some things different this year.
You mentioned your faith. What else has kind of kept you going, through kind of that, little bit of decline in playing time? And because you were a guy 20-something sacks your senior year of high school, and had a lot of opportunities to play, and it just hadn't seemed to work out like you wanted it to.
Well, I mean, just keeping that drive of wanting to play here at the University of Georgia. When I came here, I always wanted to play. I've always been a Dog fan growing up too. So in the back of my head, I always kept that. I always wanted to still play. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to transfer nowhere else. I didn't want to have to, put my name in the portal or anything like that. But I knew for myself I had to work hard and give it everything I had.
Did you consider a transfer?
Well, I was in the portal last summer, but I told myself, I was like, this is my 3rd semester here. I'm going to try to get my degree. I'm going to stick it out here. Whether I play or not, no matter what happens, I'm still going to be a Dog no matter what.
So that's done. Any thoughts of that are over?
No, I'm going to be here for sure. I'm definitely going to be a Dog.
What does the future hold to you? I mean, I figure you're pretty close to graduation by now, right?
Yeah, I'm supposed to graduate this coming up December. So that's the plan. But yeah, that's the goal.
Do you know what you want to do beyond football? I'm sure if you play football as long as you can.
Right. If I could play football as long as I can, I would definitely do that. But other than that, not really sure 100%. Definitely want to maybe work into coaching, or maybe something doing with sports training other athletes. I used to play baseball growing up as a kid. That was actually my first love. So I might want to get back into doing that and training kids. But anything to do with coaching, sports related, that would be awesome.
Which spot are you working on the defensive line now?
Come again?
Which spot on the defensive line are you working?
Defensive end.
Troy Johnson's a guy that's over at defensive line now. That's a guy a lot of fans are curious about. As a guy that's been here for a while, what have you seen from him since he's transitioned over to them?
So far, he's working hard. He's giving everything he has to. He's battling hard at the nose spot and the tackle spot. But yeah, he's definitely working hard.
Ben, Ben's going to come out and talk to us a little bit, and with him and Isaiah, a couple of the larger people I think you'll ever run up with in football. What's it like trying to take on a guy that size, and maybe Ben specifically?
Man, Ben is, everybody would say Ben is massive. So once he gets his hands on you, it's basically over with. But I mean, other than that, Ben's a competitive guy. He works hard every day and gets after it.
How much do you guys take it as motivation on the defensive line? On that offensive line, a lot of former 5-stars, a lot of future first-round picks, and by reputation, maybe the defensive line maybe doesn't have quite as much of that. How much do you guys take that as a source of motivation in scrimmages and what we'll see on Saturday on G-Day?
Well, I mean, we'll definitely take that as a challenge. This year we want to create more havoc. We say every day that havoc, the definition is the chances of plays that we create, TFLs, forced fumbles, INTs, and PBUs. And so we want to get at least 2 out of 10, which is 20%. So we're trying to create more havoc this Saturday and as well as coming up this season.